Basically, what I want to talk to you about today is the secret sauce that will help you maintain your weight, because that's what you want to do. Hopefully, you lost the weight through a dieting phase, you killed it, you were miserable, you didn't want to do anything else, and now the goal is to maintain that weight. But how do you do that? What's the one thing people ignore, completely disregard when it comes to maintaining their weight? And I'll tell you right now. But first, I want to tell you a story. A story so that you can understand the whole thing. My man, James. We like James. James lost the weight, right? Went through the dieting phase, went through everything, cardio, steps, weight training, calculating everything. Lost 20 kg. Then he completely just stopped doing everything. What does this mean? That from doing all the right things to lose weight, he went back to the old habits, like he stopped his dieting plan, he stopped exercising, he basically ate whatever he wanted, but if he did one thing, he could have avoided completely what was about to happen. So, let me continue the story. He stopped everything, just as I said, and just kept on living his life. I mean, what can you expect? My man James, handsome, shredded, everything, lost weight, 20 kg lighter. Went to get some big. Now, back to the story. So, a couple months went by and he saw a picture on his phone. The picture was about him after he lost 20 kg and he was shocked. Absolutely shocked. Like, how am I so different right now? How I think I gained everything back. He went into the bathroom, weighed himself. He actually did gain almost everything back. Almost everything. Like, instead of 20, he gained 15 kilograms in like 3 months. Worse. The worst thing that can happen to you. Arguably. I mean, there are a bunch of things that can happen to you, but, this is one of the worst. Like, you worked so hard for months and months of dieting and pain and exercising and I don't know what else, just to find out that in 3 months it's all back and you did barely anything. You didn't do anything basically. What was the problem? Well, it's simple. You see, when you see yourself every day in the mirror, you don't really realize that you're gaining weight because you constantly see yourself and the changes are so tiny that you don't really see the difference, from one day to the next. You don't see any difference. Now, what's my point? Had he weighed himself at least weekly, but preferably every day, he would have noticed that, wait. Yesterday I was 80 kg, now I'm 81. Wait, but that's normal, okay. A week later he's 83. Wait. Oh, hold up, I'm gaining everything back. Yes, that's the point. No, not the point. The point isn't to gain everything back, trust me. The point is that he is noticing the changes. And because he's noticing the changes, he can do something about it. So this is why this simple habit is one of the most important things you can do to stop gaining everything back. Because you'll gain consciousness of what you're eating and how you can change everything according to your needs to keep on going. Because you don't want to follow a diet plan and a training plan for the rest of your life, because who wants to do that, honestly? Like, it's a rigid plan that you can't change basically. And maybe you don't even like the food, so for the rest of your life to not eat anything you want? No, you don't want to do that. But because he realized that he's going backwards, because he was here, lost the weight, and then he's slowly going back, but he stopped himself. I mean, he didn't. He went this way, but had he stopped himself, he would have realized, okay, something's off. Let me learn. Let me learn about these things. Let me see how I can maybe do something light that I want to do. How about, let's play tennis, let's play football, let's play basketball, something. Or let's go to the gym because I actually liked it, but I didn't like that exercise, so I'm gonna switch that with another thing. Or let's cook something good, like the meals I had were awful, but can I make the foods that I love taste good but actually help me stay at this level? Can I do that? Obviously you can, but you have to learn it. Because once you've noticed, you're done, you're finished, you're golden. Why? Because you're self-conscious. You're conscious about the problem, so now you can change it. But if you're not, you're never gonna change it. And then you realize that everything's gone to shit. Now you might ask me, like, okay, but how do I do that? How do I monitor? Well, it's simple. Let me show you how I do it. I don't like to put my weight in the phone because I don't like to touch my phone in the morning. That's why I use this to track my weight, and I write it every day, the number I got, and then on Sundays I log it into an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet. Now, this sheet that you're seeing right now is pretty simple. I just overcomplicated it. So I'm going to link an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet down below so you can copy this completely, but this is what I use. Basically what I'm doing is tracking multiple things, not just my weight, but my calories and my steps. You don't have to do that. I'm gonna have 2 separate pages or books that you can copy. One is just with weight and the difference, so no calories and no steps. But if you like to try that out as well and you like to track a lot of stuff and see how your weight responds to everything, then you can also use that. The first thing that you see is this thingy right here, this table, which is basically the average weight each week, the calories for each day, and the steps, the average steps. So these are the average calories and the average steps for each day. What you see right here, actually. Only it's also pointed out because when this happens, this week is done, I like to hide it. What you also have is this difference thingy. So if you come back here, you see the difference. Why is this important? Because your starting weight is this, my average the next week was this. So this calculates the difference between this week's average and my starting weight. And after that, it's basically last week's average versus this week's average. And if you see, like I was 67.2 last week, now I'm 67.5. So that's, that's the difference. 0.3 is the difference. And basically that's it. I'm gonna also, I didn't complete everything here, but you're going to have it all laid out beautifully. And if you want to change something, you can change it. And basically that's it. I have a lot of weeks here, just why not? And that's it. This is how I track my weight and how I know if I'm doing something right or not. So that's it. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully you'll see it as valuable. Hopefully I changed your life by now. Hopefully we'll see each other in the next one as well. So because YouTube likes you and me very much and likes for you to keep learning about weight maintaining and weight maintenance, you can watch this video right here to learn more about the stuff that it's talked about there, So that's it. Peace. Stay healthy.